This is the 31st DC Universe animated original movie, the second to star the Suicide Squad, and the first to properly display that in the title. Though this has no relation in terms of continuity with the previous Batman Assault on Arkham, it still uses some familiar characters. Does the squad deliver on another great mission, or does the outing fall completely apart? It's time for day 2 of our Quad Squad Marathon. This iteration of Task Force X, aka the Suicide Squad, is assembled to go on their most perplexing mission yet. Their objective? To obtain a mysterious card that has otherworldly capabilities. Of course, a Suicide Squad mission is never simple, and the goals and true purpose of the mission are never something Amanda Waller is willing to give up front. With several parties interested in the magical item, will the squad be able to complete the mission? Or will this be the last outing as Task Force X? The team behind this movie were set on making, or at least giving the feel of, a 70s style grindhouse film, and at points it definitely feels like that. From music choices to the sheer amount of blood and violence, I'd say that they captured that essence. I like the members they put together to form this film's Suicide Squad. We again get Deadshot, Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, and Killer Frost, but this time around, they add Bronze Tiger and Copperhead to the roster. The characters and their interactions with one another are a big strength to this film, and are core for what makes the film interesting. I also like the elements of the supernatural in this, as well as some of the other DC characters they bring into the story. It's nice to see the Reverse Flash, or Professor Zoom as they refer to him in this, whose presence ties back to a previous DC animated movie, Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox. While I thought the voice cast did fine, none of the voice actors really stood out. Well, Christian Slater as Deadshot stood out, but he didn't deliver anything to the character that made me believe he was that character. All I could hear was Christian Slater's voice for the near hour and a half. And I was a little disappointed in Tara Strong's return to the Harley Quinn character. Again, it wasn't bad, it just didn't carry the typical level of charisma she normally delivers, but that could be a creative choice by the filmmakers just to set this version of Harley apart from Tara Strong's past work as the character. The story is filled with some interesting stuff that I quite enjoy, but as a package on the whole, I think it just didn't execute everything to the level I'd hoped for. There's a lot of characters and interested parties, and their involvement all makes sense, but I think the scriptwriter could have taken another pass to clean up some story threads and make this a more streamlined vision. This isn't one of the worst DC animated universe movies, but it also isn't their best. It sits pretty much in between. If you're a fan of DC and the Suicide Squad, I'd say this is at least worth a watch just to itch that curiosity. If none of those things work for you, then I would tell you to skip it. I'm giving this film a C+. As a DC fan, there's a lot of elements I enjoy, but I'll be the first to tell you that not everything works. The action and violence are all pretty well choreographed, and the mission endgame is actually pretty interesting to me. This isn't one of the DC Universe animated original movies I often go back to, and after rewatching it, it may be a while before I feel the need to see it again. Have you guys ever seen Suicide Squad Hell to Pay? If not, are you at least curious? Leave your comments below. If you guys enjoyed this review, share it with your friends. Leave a like and subscribe for future reviews and other fun videos. Come back tomorrow for the next installment of the Quad Squad Marathon, where we will talk about the team's first big screen rendition in 2016's Suicide Squad. Until then, I'll be seeing you.